college I didn't get to go to, and how I messed up. Besides the playing off and the goofing off, always as a teenage boy, yeah, that was always there as far as with my grades and stuff like that. But we all know that athletes give them grades, and as long as you have a good core and they say something good about you, then you can bypass that. So with the grade situation, they wanted me to go to JUCO because I literally did nothing, and the teachers reported I wouldn't do nothing. So the college I wanted to go to signed me up for JUCO. They said they work hand in hand, neck and neck with that certain JUCO. You get a lot of players from that JUCO, so they sent me to the college, the same JUCO that Champ Bailey went to. Champ Bailey was supposed to, Champ Bailey had already left. But it was the same college, Jones Junior College that Champ Bailey went to. I was supposed to fill out a form. They sent me a form in, and had to get my administration forms sent in before a certain time so I could have my dorm room, and I could be set the schedule. I could do all this over the summer. But during the summertime, I kind of lost it. You know what I mean? One of my friends moved in. One of my friends moved from Arizona, like Rob. He bought ecstasy pills down to the city. We ain't never known about no ecstasy pills. Our city is a hard drug city, you know what I mean? And if you ain't on hard drugs, you on weed or coke, you know what I mean? We ain't know nothing about no party drugs.
How old are you at this time?
18.
Oh, wow.
About to go to college.
Baby.
So yeah, a baby. He moved in. He was real cool. Ecstasy wasn't in play yet. He would just pick me up, let me use his truck, all type of things. He was just a cool dude. He seen me play, and then he was kind of, you know, that would happen often. You know what I mean? I get fans. And I won't consider him a fan, but he liked my game, so he, you know, it was amenities included in that. You know what I mean? Like let me use his truck. We see girls. He liked the girls. You know, the girls want to hang out with the stars, so you know, we like that. So. Halfway through him staying here and us knowing together, getting to know each other for this month, he had one of his friends come down and they had ecstasy pills. And they took a couple, the city went crazy over these blue and yellow purple pills. You know what I'm saying? That Eminem joint, it was doing them. I never knew what that nigga was talking about. He'd been to Mushroom Mountains, he'd been to all these places, but none compared to blue and yellow purple pills. Anyway, that was the ecstasy. These pills, was a sex drug. We never had them in the city. I guess we heard about them, the songs. I say, okay, now I understand what they're talking about. So he was the first one to bring them there. So he had his people send some back, you know what I mean? And since I was around, you know, and I knew the people, I showed him the people, and he got paid, you know what I mean? Then he ran back, and he gave me a little bit of money for doing that, for showing other people, just a tad bit, because, you know, he's going to put everything back into the business. One of my homeboys, Ramos from New York, that lived down there, he said his cousin and them been doing it, you know what I'm saying? Been had it in New York, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why we ain't seen it yet, you know what I mean? Because New York always down there, but they down there with cocaine and crack, more than likely. But I was like, nah, yeah, ain't nobody went to ecstasy yet. So they went up there. New York ended up having them for like $1 a pill. You know what I mean? This is back in the day. So we could sell a pill for like $100, and them, cause we never even heard of them. I mean, we heard of them, but we ain't, you know what I mean? We wasn't on it. So he invested everything he had. I said, forget it. This is all free money. I invested everything I had, and it just went crazy. Things was getting out of hand. I didn't know how much it was getting out of hand. I wasn't doing the pill. I was just selling them. Everybody was having fun. The dude died. You know what I'm saying? We was at this one party, and my man, he took so many, he died, bro. Went to the hospital. He came back. Said he wasn't doing no more. Of course, he started doing them again. One of my friends was like, bro, come with me shopping. My best friend, he was like, man, I ain't seen you the whole summer, man. I'm about to leave, bro. Only got a couple of weeks before I go. I was like, oh shit, right, college, like, you know what I mean? I said, come with me shopping. I was like, man, bro, I'll buy it for you. You know what I'm saying? I've been fucking with dude. He was like, yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that, man. You need to slow down. You know what I mean? He's like, bro, we got college to go to, bro. You ain't even, when did yours start, bro? You play football. You know what I mean? Our people in camp already. You know what I mean? I went down and looked at the dorms and the people at his school was in camp. I was like, oh shit. I ain't even paying no attention. I said, you right though. That week I quit, you know what I mean, selling or whatever, and cut Black Rob totally off, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm about to go to school, bro. I ain't got the time to be, you know, I'm shipping and, you know what I mean, doing none of that, you know what I mean? Straight cut off, got out the joint. Thank God, they said Black Rob was going to jail, but that's here no there. I was in college then. So after a week went by, you know what I mean, we were kicking it or whatever. He said, so when the football practice start? I said, you know what, I ain't even call him, bro. I just quit, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure I wanted to hang out with you, you know what I mean? We hung up, like, this is the friend I tell my wife about it. I hung out with him every day since I got to the city, you know what I'm saying, from California. When I moved down to the Denver area, you know what I'm saying? Ever since then, that was my guy, you know what I mean? Like super bad. They was about to cut the umbilical cord, and I ain't even seen him the whole summer. So I was like, but you're right, let me check on that again. Once again, he saved my life. But when I called him, he didn't, when I called the place, they was like, man, we in practice. I thought you know what I mean? We found your replacement, you know what I mean? We signed a walk on and gave him your spot. Like, you had no communication, you know what I mean? We was calling your line, you know what I mean? Back in the day, it was a phone line. I mean, kids had cell phones, but I didn't, because my mom ain't have it like that, you know what I mean? I had one, but only for like 2 bills. She paid 2 bills for it and then never paid it again, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't paying it myself. So, I missed the phone call. I was lost a scholarship. I didn't have nowhere to go. You know what I mean? It was crazy. I thought it was done. I thought, you know, wasn't no more school. You know what I mean? It wasn't gonna be in my future. Like, damn, I done fucked my whole future up. I don't know what to do. Every single team there is in football practice. You know what I mean? Everybody's about to break camp. You know what I mean? They doing plays now. Everybody got their roster. And I ain't have no grades, so, you know, I was done. No college. Mom, I like mom, you know what I'm saying? I go kick it with my homeboy, because he only had a week left before he had to go. You know what I mean? 2 more weeks. That week I kicked it with him. Sad, always went home early. That was, you know what I mean? Went myself. My mom was like, boy, you need to go to church. Take you to church. Because you can't be moping like this, man. You know, we still go to Dabney or 2-year, one of, you know, the BS college. I call them BS college, but they're good, I guess. You know what I mean? 2-year colleges and get my grades up and then maybe try to do something then. But football time, if you lose 2 years in between, it's over for you. Nobody's gonna give you no scholarship. Nobody gonna, you know what I mean? You ain't got no program, you ain't got no program. So, my life is over. I go to church that Sunday, and there's this preacher. Man, he was talking real moist. You know what I'm saying? The boy he was kind of, you know what I'm saying? I felt that he was moist, you know what I mean? But the way he talked, the way he did his hand gesture, he was up there preaching, you know what I mean?
Smooth?
Not, you know, a little shaky, a little, you know, feminine, a little, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know the correct words in the community. And in the community, you know, if a dude, you know, got sugar in his tank, you know what I mean?
Flamboyant.
He flamboyant, or whatever. Okay, but yeah, he was preaching, right? And then he was like, I'm gonna tell you a story how I became a preacher. And he was like, yeah, man, I was said, when I was young, I was walking through the mall, I was different than everybody, you know what I'm saying? People used to pick on me, I used to get bullied a lot, because, you know what I'm saying, the way I talk and the way I act. He said, but I was in the mall, he used to work at the mall. He said, and one time he waited on this white man. This white man was like, yeah, you different, huh? They don't treat you right around here, huh? He was like, why you say that? He was like, man, I could just tell in your face, you know what I'm saying? But the truth and the reality is, white man knew he was gay, the way he act, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me buy you some lunch. And the white man was super, super, super nice to him, blah, 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 this. They chilled the whole day. The white man took him to the movies, did all this. He was like, man, you don't have to live this way. You don't have to be treated like this, you know what I'm saying? I treat you like a king. Way older white man, you know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm a surgeon in LA. I live in a mansion, you know what I mean? You can come live with me. He was like, what? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, just come right now. You don't even have to bring no clothes. I buy your clothes, I buy you a car, I buy you whatever I want, you know what I'm saying? Showed him his bank statement. Dude jumped on a plane with him, you feel what I'm saying? Shit. And the white man was a surgeon, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, he was a doctor, lived in a mansion, like he said, and shit, dude became the white man's boy to it. You feel what I'm saying? He never told his parents, never contacted him, man. They had him looking for him, put a what's name out.
Amber.
Yep. They just thought he was dead. They just considered him dead. You know what I'm saying? He was missing for 10 years. You know what I mean? No contact, never called him. He was like, man, I can't tell my family because he was ashamed. You know what I mean? To tell his family he was gay, you know what I mean? Nobody never let nobody know and never spoke upon it. Dude just knew because he was.
Of course.
So 10 years in, he's a man toy, bro. He never had to do anything. Dude was like, he never had to work. He lived a fabulous life. And dude he did everything he said he was gonna do. You know what I mean? His family back at home gave up on him, like he said, thought he was dead. His grandma, super church lady, never gave up on him. You know what I'm saying? She just kept praying and praying and praying and praying and praying. His grandma used to tell him, nah, he ain't dead yet. I know when he was dead, I would have felt like he was dead. She's a praying woman, godly woman. Said one time when she was praying, God gave her some numbers in her dream. She prayed about him every day for this 10 years. This story is. And one day God gave her these numbers in his dream. You feel what I'm saying? She couldn't figure the numbers out. She started trying to study the numbers, what this number mean, what this number mean. It's kind of sort of a thing that I do. She told her kids about it. Her kids played the lotto. Everybody thinking it was $1 billion. That, you know, why she keep having these dreams? Because the dream came continuously. The numbers in the dream came continuously. You know what I'm saying? And one night she had one of them dreams and she woke up out of it. And was like, God, why you keep getting me these dreams? These numbers in my dream. And phone ring. She said she answered the phone and talk. When ain't nobody say nothing. And it was late as hell. She looked at the time. It was like around 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? Which is God time. And she learned that through just looking at all these numbers and trying to find something. So she was like, what? She's like, let me try the telephone. Dialed the numbers and the phone, and somebody picked up and it was like, hello. She was like, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm sorry for calling you this late at night, but God gave me these numbers. I can't sleep. He keep giving me these numbers. He keep giving me these numbers, and I don't know why he's doing it. My name is such and such, and I really just don't know. But God, whoever you are, maybe God's gonna bless you. God's got something coming for you. And if you answer, maybe that's what it is, that God wants to let you know or want me to know you, or, you know what I mean, something that God has for you. I pray every night, this. While she's talking, all of a sudden, that person on the other phone start crying, you feel what I'm saying? And she was like, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's the energy. That's the God's energy. Yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? And God's going to, whatever going down on you, you don't have to live it no more. You don't have to think about it. Start prophesying over it. Start praying over this dude. And then the dude was sobbing, crying the whole time. And then the dude stopped and said, once he finally calmed down and stopped crying, he was like, Grandma, it's me. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it was the preacher, you know what I mean? And the preacher was like, ever since then, you know what I mean, he felt that, you know, God had a calling for him. That night, you know, dude was a surgeon, and it was late at night, so he was at the hospital. He just packed up all his things. They had a count for a number for him. He paid for himself a ticket and just left. Just the way he came in and left his family, he left the dude exactly like that. You know what I mean? He said he didn't spend no more money on his card, although he thought about it. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to turn over this new leaf. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't take that extra funds and continue to spend on it. He just bought him a ticket. Went back to North Carolina and became a preacher. And now he prophesies and God gives him things in dreams and people in dreams and tells them where to go and what to do. Now he got like 3 kids. He's not, you know, he switched his life, became a preacher, got 3 kids, and then he has these dreams and prophesies over people. You know what I mean? The whole church went berserk, you know what I'm saying, when they heard that. Everybody going off, and as they going off, he's going through the crowd. He's like, don't you worry about this. He went to my aunt, BJ. He said, don't you worry about this. You're going to have a kid one day. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't going to have to do no adoption. It's going to come from your womb. He didn't know my aunt, BJ. He's a guest speaker from North Carolina. My BJ now got Lil David. You know what I'm saying? The dude who was with the white girl at our wedding. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he prophesied over that. That ended up becoming true. He went down to the what's name and told Miss Booth, who barely even know how to talk, that she's gonna write a book one day and you can get it published. She's a publisher, you know what I'm saying? Wrote a book and she's very well off from that money. And he looks at me, he's like, young man, don't worry about what happened. You're gonna go to college. And you can get your mom in the house you always want. You feel what I'm saying? And he said, you're gonna play football. He said, you can go to college, you can play football, and you can get that mom in the house. That was his thing for me. And I was like, oh shit. And I started busting out crying, you know what I'm saying? The very next day, I was like, Mom, we gotta go to the school. You know what I'm saying? Went up to school, I told my guidance counselor, Ms. Donna Vaughn, what happened. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to you. She's like, well, you know what? My brother used to come down and watch all your football games. He's in love with you. You know what I mean? He used to love you. He said, I wish he would come to our school, but you know, our school is probably not on his radar. I know they've been recruiting him. You know what I mean? Maybe I'd call him and tell him what happened. And I was like, what about my grades and stuff like that? And she was like, well, we can see what we can do for that. Bam. She called him that same day. She said, shoot, if he can come up here today, you know what I'm saying, I'll make an exception. We left the school, drove all the way to West Virginia like 5 hours later because we went in the morning. Got there we left at we got to school at 7. I talked to him, went on by 8. We drove 5 hours to West Virginia. Got there about 3. Office closed at 5. He got me in school. I was on campus, had an apartment and everything on the same day. And that's how I got to the college I went to.
All right. It's a good story.
That's the story.
It's a good one.